And let's say maybe you're in a sense of isolation. Just go in a dark corner, you go into a bed and just curl up and like never want to get out of bed. So I'm touching into that. How are you doing? So today's event is titled Creating Joy in Life. So it's a guided healing session. You know, what I would like to describe is, let's say, and I'm going to talk about joy, but what I want to bring up is this metaphor of how we create joy. Is when one is building a house, let's say you start off with just plain ground, open field, plain ground, and you want to create a house in there. Generally, the first step in that is, you might start to excavate a area in the ground, which you're going to build, let's say, the foundation. And then from that foundation, you build up from the ground up, making sure the foundation is firm. Then the first floor on top of, let's say, there might be a basement or not, but the foundation is some sort of concrete brick type of thing in there that's strong and firm, ensures that the house will be stable. And you have the first floor, the second floor, maybe more floors, but usually at the most 2 floors. So that's at least you're thinking of making sure that each successive floor is built, the one below it is really strong, because as you build more floors, then the success of each successive floor is heavily dependent upon the stability of the foundation and the floors below it. So that's kind of why what a sustainable sense of joy is. We in life, it's so much about the outer appearance, which makes sense. I mean, the physical reality, you're looking at me and you're trying to maybe make an assessment of how I am. Do I look happy? Do I look insecure? Do I actually, what truly each one of you is sensing is, do I feel safe? Because if I feel safe to you, if you create or feel this sense of safetyness, then you're able to why say that? What's in that sense of relief, that is like you can let down your guard. You don't have to put a face or a mask. One very common example of what I'm talking about is the innocent question. It's like somebody goes up to you and goes, "Hey, hi Joe, hi Frank, hi, hello you. How are you doing? How's your day?" So that question, then you have to answer it. And to some varying degree, you can choose to spend time thinking about that question, or maybe many of us have ingrained a certain preset answer. So, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm fine. I'm okay. Living the dream, hanging in there. I'm here. So, so that's I think that's the essence of some of the essence of this aspect of joy. Because joy, if I just come in with just the image of joy, you're just, most of us will think of, yay, Happy New Year. Congratulations, making it here into January 2026. Hoping all of you are having a wonderful year, or wishing all of you the best of health, that this is going to really turn around. There might have been some challenges in 2025, but praying, sending positive vibes. Let's all connect hands, send positive vibes that 2026 is going to be like the best year ever. So there's an element as I do that of a little bit of the mask, showing the pretty picture of joy. And the thing is, the reality is, yes, the outer appearance, that is that the outer shell of joy is that. It's that, yay, happy 2026, happy new year. Yes. But in order for it to really land and be sustainable, it has to get a sense of put down the guard. It has to get a sense of, let's go past the outer shell of the yay, happy new year, and to actually drop down, like, yeah, but what's underneath there? How are you feeling? And in that, how are you feeling? There's an invitation. It's like, so I'm coming up to, let's say I come up to you, passing by you, hey, how you doing? That's like an outer shell. How are you doing? And you might just say, oh, I'm good, fine. And so I'm actually going to go deeper. And it's like, yes, okay, here you're fine, but hey, if you don't mind, I just like to know just a little more. How are you, doing more fully? I know all of us, it's about, like, in many ways, keeping it together so that it everything looks good and feels okay. And so there's a built-in irony about being okay, is that when you are not okay, you're not feeling so well, when things are scary, sad, lonely, you feel disconnected, you feel like maybe nobody cares. Everybody else is, or maybe lots of other people are having a great time, gathering of people, have lots of love and friends, and then you're not. And in that, so and you're not. Let me put that. Let's settle on that. Those places, we've all been there. You probably, there's some part of you that's there now. Even me. Those places where it's like you look at what you believe or perceive other people are experiencing, the joyousness. You'll often see that on Facebook posts, Instagram posts. Hey, look at me. Me and so we're at such and such location over in France, Eiffel Tower, amazing place in exotic Dubai, somewhere in Singapore, having a great time at Disney World. It's like, so yes, so we look at that, but then, and then maybe we're witnessing, we're not there, and we might feel like, that's when I want to kind of touch into that, that place of, and I'm opening the invitation. How are you there? All those places there, because that goes beyond the outer shell of yay into how are you. And when you go into the, if you can, if we can all, let's say, land past and beneath that outer shell, we're touching into the foundation of that house, that metaphor of the house, the strong, solid house that above the ground, let's say when it's finished, it has maybe the beauty, all the trimmings of a curb appeal, the interior, all the niceties, but it's got a firm foundation. And that will stand the test of time. Yes. So let's let that land. That's the kind of joy I want to bring here. That kind of joy that you're able to let down that guard, so that when somebody asks you, how are you? What I think I want to maybe challenge you or propose to that, answering that question, is not to simply race to, because that question is almost like, now if I think about it, it's almost like implied in that question is somebody going, hey, how good are you today? Give me a status report. Tell me how well you are doing today. It's like, give me your resume. But it's like, so if you were ever asked that way, it's like there's a psychological shields up. Shields up is it's a defense. And except this case, it's not a defense like being attacked. It's more like let's say I'm like this. Shields up. Yay! I'm doing great. Wonderful. Shields down. Yeah. Boy. It's, so yeah, if that question comes to you, and you can even, let's say, practice, put it to yourself. Hey, in your name, how are you doing? And pause. Just sense in how are you doing? Maybe even pose that question in front of a mirror. How are you doing? And so it's just between you and you. And I would say pause vocalizing it. Don't vocalize, just feel into it. How are you doing? Just breathe into that. Because the truth is, the question, how are you doing? If you want to answer it as an authentic human being, it's not a simple one-dimensional answer of I'm fine, I'm sad, I'm not feeling so great, I'm really happy, I'm excited, I'm worried. It's not. We as humans, we always experience a mixture of emotions. a mixture of emotions because there are a lot of different things going on in our life. One way to maybe clarify that more. So, truly, if I wanted to get a little more to know about you, rather than giving you a blanket, a very vague, I actually consider that a vague question. How are you doing? It's that what that question is actually, it's so loaded. It's going, how are you doing? Financially, social wise, physical, financial, at your workplace, at some your friends, some of your friends in the past, in the school, and your family, your parents, your brother, your cousins, your view of the world, so your sports team, or it's like, yes, it's all loaded in there. And so each one of those areas has a different sense of how are you. And so each one, like in one of them, it's like, oh man, I'm not feeling so good. The other is, well, at least in this part of my work, I'm working on this project, and this week I'm doing really well. So, and my mom's doing, we're doing okay. My father, oh yeah, things are going great. My brother, I haven't talked to my brother in a long time. We have some. Oof. Can we move on to the next topic? And so that's what when we want to touch into joy, we need to touch into all of these areas. When we touch into joy, we want to answer that question, how are you? Be able to access it in all those dimensions, because that goes below the outer shell of, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing fine, Joe. See you later. It goes beyond that outer shell. It goes beyond the outer shell of, yay, Happy New Year. It's like, and comes into just you being here, just as you are. And literally just as you are, just let's just hang out in silence. I'm laughing because silence is it's a very powerful and often challenging thing to stay in. So ask a question, how are you? Proposal, just don't say anything right now. Just don't vocalize it. You might think about it. Think about, like, how are you? As you answer that question, how are you? You don't need to come up with a story to tell me, to show me how okay you are or how wonderful you are. Just sit back. How are you? But don't vocalize me. How are you? Just take it in yourself, that question. How are you? Because that's the precious, you're just listening to me. That's the precious thing that I want to touch and connect with all of you. How are you? Just take that in, the words. Just how are you? You don't have to fabricate an answer. Just let those words, how are you? And let me, just listen. How are you? How are you? So that as you listen to that, how are you? So good to see you. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you? Just let those words land in you. How are you? As you're listening to me, how are you? How are you? So good to see you. You know, it's been a rough journey. A lot of all of us. It's a big deal that you're here. Yeah. How are you? How are you? As you listen to those words, how are you? How are you? So good to see you. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? So good to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? So notice as you're taking in those words, how are you doing? How are you doing? It's like it's less and less of a question for you to answer. How are you doing? It's more like, so good to see you. So hear that in my voice. How are you doing? So good to see you. So good to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Take that in. Let down any guards. Like, you don't have to tell me like in words. You don't have to fabricate it. Just tell me with your presence, how are you doing? Just tell me with your presence. That's all. Because it's okay to not be okay. The question, the statement, how are you doing? It's not a statement about, tell me how good you are. Tell me all the good things. And then don't bother me with the bad things. Because if you tell me about the bad things, then it's like, ooh, well, I don't want to hang out with you. Mm-mm. No, I want to hang out with somebody who's got it all together. Everything's wonderful, because then I can like hang around them and have that rub off of me. And then I don't want anybody who's like not so, who's got all its insecurities. It's like, no, not that. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, hanging in there. No, smart. How are you doing? So good to see you. Yeah, you don't have to answer that right now. I just know, I just know I got a good feeling. Just, well, I don't even have to have a good feeling, because you are you and you showed up here. And I know from my experience in life, just showing up here with, let's say, all the rough things that I've been through the past few weeks or the past year or the past several years in different areas, that, wow, I just think of that. Think of all the things that you have been through, all the years. And let's give this, as we're building this joy, let's go back and think about all those places that in the past that were rough. Think of all the bad areas. Yeah. We're doing joy, but I'm saying, yeah, let's build up the joy by building up the foundation and focusing on the bad areas, the rough areas that you remember in your life. It's like, and the fact that, yeah, you didn't think you would think of those ones that you didn't think you were going to make it. I don't know, maybe you were broke up in a relationship, kicked out in some manner, some organization, workplace, fired, laid off. something in some school, you failed a test, you oh, didn't think you were going to make it. Yeah. And then recognize the fact that you're here right now. You're here. And just taking in the fact that given all those things, all those various, oh, terrible, bad, scary, oh, and that you're here. And I don't know, some of you might even be feeling that, hey, yes, I'm here. But the bad thing is kind of recent. So I'm not out of it. Mm-mm. And I'm still feeling like, I don't know if I'm going to get out of this. I don't know how I'm going to make it. Okay. It's okay. I have some of those too in my life. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. Ooh. In various people that I know in my life, uh, sometimes they express that they are some ways displeased with me, unsatisfied, or this has got to change. And I don't have a particular answer that can change that. And so I feel like maybe in those areas, I'm in a quandary. Oh, oof. So even acknowledging if the bad thing is actually, you're still in the middle of it. So let's just snap to the present. Here we are, acknowledging that, yeah, but you're here. You're up. You've gotten up today. Yeah, that's a big deal. It's not a guaranteed. You know, uh, whenever you're going through really tough times, it's like that really tough times and like that sense of real heavy depression, that sense of hopelessness that nobody cares or everybody hates me. And when you're in that place, it's like, and let's say maybe you're in a sense of isolation. Just go in a dark corner, you go into a bed and just curl up and like never want to get out of bed. So I'm touching into that. How are you doing? So those of you who might be feeling that, how are you doing? So good to see you. It's so good that you're here. And to those of you, maybe you're not feeling that intense now, but those places in the past, there are pockets there that have been there. And so do I even touch out to those places? How are you doing? So good to see you. It's so good. Look at you. You're here now. Because of those places that especially considering all those places, the journey, the difficulty, the rough roads that you've been able to get through. Congratulations. It's a big deal that you're here. Take that in. Take each one of you, take that in. It's a big deal that you're here right now, however you are, that you've opened your eyes, got out of bed. Maybe you're still in bed, but you opened your eyes. You're alive. Big deal. You're alive. You're not thought that great taken and degraded in this world. You'll see lots of reflections in the news, lots of horrific things, wars, conflicts, uh, yeah, violence of some sort, shootings. lots of outrage, lots of scary intimidation, bullying types of things you might see in the news. Uh, Scare in terms of your overall well-being, financial. Like, oh man, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay the rent? And how are you doing? So again, how are you doing? So good to see you. We're now filling out that shell. Again, the shell, the mask. Happy New Year. How are you doing? To getting a little deeper into that, beyond that shell. How are you doing? So good to see you. It's so good to see you. You don't even have to say anything. You know, we've been all through rough things. You don't have to say anything. How are you doing? No need to say anything. My question, how are you doing, is I want to really just touch into and feel, how are you doing? Because you're so important. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? We're getting deeper. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. There's a lot of times we didn't know if you're going to make it. We could feel that with you. You were like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. A lot of times. But the truth is, let's look factually. You're here. So you made it. You made it. You might feel like, yeah, but it's still going on. So, okay, you're not, you know that expression, out of the woods? Let's say the woods is like this scary place. You're in there, the metaphor of the woods, and you're trying to get to that place of safety, that solace. That's so yeah, you may not be out of the woods, but you made it to here, because maybe yesterday, or even the hour before, the minute for you weren't sure you were going to even make it to the next minute, and you're here. So maybe I'll just say here, I'm here with you, because I've been there, and there's still aspects in my life. I'm not out of the woods. Yes, I'm still in some of the, ooh, I don't know how's that going to turn out. Oh, ooh, yeah. How are you doing? So good to see you. So how's that feeling? How are you doing? And maybe more of what I'll say is, how are you doing? Think of that that question as if somebody's saying, tell me, how are you doing physically? And then also then tell me, how are you doing emotionally? And then maybe let's just get to the here and now. Tell me, how are you doing senses wise? You know, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you taste? Or what can you smell? Nothing like, you don't have to prove anything. Just how are you doing senses wise? And then, you know, what's going on in your head? You know, what's bothering you? What's concerning you? What are you thinking about? Or was it like or maybe it's just, hey, I just saw something in the news. I was watching this Netflix series, and I'm thinking about, you know, I just stopped watching one episode. I'm thinking about what's coming up in the next episode. Uh, all those. So how are you doing in, let's say, the physical dimension? Muscles are sore. Ooh. Feel kind of nauseous. But, you know, my legs feel pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So how am I doing emotionally? Oh, Man, I'm still smarting because I had an appointment with uh, somebody important. I completely lost time, and I stood that I stood the person up. Oh man, and tried to reach out, and person's not getting back to me. So it's like, oh man, they're so pissed. I don't know. Oh, so smarting. So it's like emotionally, and then even in emotionally, that might be just that's one aspect of emotion. But it's like, and but then I'm also so touching into my pet dog. Oh, she's so precious, and so I feel wonderful and joy. So there's an emotion of wonderful and joy, and on the emotion of like somewhere else. Oh, I feel really bad. I stood up that person. Oh, feel joy, and oh yeah, I can have that, and I can have. Oh, I've been working on this project, a book. I'm thinking about a book. I'm kind of interested, intriguing, excited. Yeah. So it's an intrigue. There's oh man, I feel really bad. And then there's like, oh, yesterday went to dinner with a couple people. I didn't really know them that well. I was like, but it's new to me to do that kind of thing. And so that was kind of a little bit scary, but it was so neat. I was okay and actually turned out well. And there's like, yay. So there's a lot of nuance in that. So that's just the emotional part. So I gave you the physical, the emotional part, and senses wise is it's like just tell me literally what you see, what you feel. So here I am, senses wise. I'm hearing a little bit of in my place here in this room, a little bit background noise. I can hear that. Okay, senses wise, hearing. I hear that. Um, I can see right now I'm on Zoom, so I can see the computer screen, seeing the camera. Uh, um, I can see the background behind me. Okay, so that's the sight. I can well, I can't smell too much right now, so nothing there. Smell. Oh, senses wise, I can feel the clothing here. It's not too. Yeah, I can't say it's too cold, but it might be nice. If it was just a little warmer, and I can feel the texture of my chair. I can feel my feet on the ground, um, and yeah. So, how are you doing? So good to see you. Good for you. Thank you for showing up. How are you doing? So I'm going to go. Let's go from so the lower level, the deeper level. Let's take a deeper level. How are you doing? So good to see you. Touching into that. Just connect with the heart. Maybe right hand, left hand, just touching the heart. How are you doing? So good to see you. Just imagine. You don't need to answer it with the words. Answer it just with your presence. How are you doing? So good to see you. Going to go deeper. How are you doing? Hey, hey, it's really, really good to see you. It is so, so special because there's nobody else like you. Ever has been. So how are you doing? Really want to know. Just be just feel that answer. Don't craft it. How are you doing? I really want to know. How are you doing? Feel them deep in your heart. I'm going to say this affirmation. So put your hands on your heart as we connect to how are you doing. And the affirmation I will say, I'll say it first and you can follow with me. Deep in my heart, or maybe deep in that. Deep in my heart. Yeah. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Yeah. Through the deep stuff, just as you are. It's a contractual statement at the foundation. Remember the building? Deep into the ground, excavating the earth to build the foundation deep into the ground. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. So now your turn. You're going to say it with me, but pay attention to the deepness, the slowness, the deliberateness in how you say that. Just like I'm modeling it for you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, say along with me. Deep in my heart. Let's just emphasize that. Deep in my heart. Breathe that in. Deep in my heart. And to deepen it, like it's not go deep in my, it's like, it's a relax. Feel that in. Deep, deep, just deep, deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Just breathe. Or actually, I'm up, all hyped up. So let me bring it down. So just lie back and then place the hands. Just try to find as relaxed of a place. Not so relaxed that let's say you fall asleep or close your eyes, but relax. But we're still making eye contact. You're making eye contact with the screen, with me. Deep, deeper. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Sigh. Go. Yeah. And wiggle your feet into the ground. Just plant those feet in the ground. Deep in my heart. Just deep, yeah. Deep in my heart. Just say that. Deep in my heart. And then say, I love and accept myself. Say again, I love and accept myself. Again, the tone of the voice, the relaxation in the chest. Nothing to prove, just hanging out as you are with all the muck of emotions that might be there. Some happy, and some maybe not so happy, and some scared, and some uncertain, sure. Deep in my heart. Yeah. I love and accept myself. Say that. I love and accept myself just as I am. So say it with me. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Just put your hands on your heart, just affirming it physically. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. And, we'll, at this deep level, I don't know, experiment in how you say that. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Let me try a different way. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Yeah. And deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. One more time. Let's do another. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Maybe let's switch it. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am, so that we're saying it with a lower pitched resonance, just relaxed, maybe just a relax, deep in my heart, not showy, not trying to like, just as you are, just as I am. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. Take that in. And now I'm going to just say to you, how are you from that place? How are you? So good to see you. It really is. Congratulations for being here. So we're at that bottom level, that lowest level, foundational level. And I'm saying to you at that foundational level, how are you? So good. It really, so good. So good to see you. How are you? And then, so you answer that deep in my heart. I love and accept myself just as I am. Hmm? That is the crucial answer. That building up. It's both a building up and a touching into the honesty. We're building the foundation. Again, question is, so how are you? And you answer, deep in my heart. So we're dancing at that foundational level, deep in my heart. I love and accept myself. Yeah, just as I am. Yeah. And so I'm going to ramp it up. So going from the deepest, and it's like we can always go back to that. But I'm just looking at the time, trying to bring us back out. Building found joy, building joy from the foundational part. Yeah. Building joy from the deep in my heart. I love and accept myself just as I am here. Man, the raw truth, like, yeah, with all the blemishes. Yeah, just as I am. Yeah, I do. Build the foundation. So raises it up a little more, going further out. Deep in my heart, I love. So deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. So I can hear a little bit of conviction. I'm choosing deep in my heart. Because this is the only body I got, only life. I've known me, and I've been through a lot. So hey, I got a lot of respect. It's not been easy. Yeah, life's been tough. Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself. Yeah, because there's the only one of me. There always was, always will be. So I'm not going to waste time loving and accept, like concentrating effort on loving and accept them, who, her. No, me. That's all I got. That's all each of us will ever truly have. That's guaranteed 100% of the time is ourselves, our own physical presence. That's the only thing. Everybody else, I don't know. It's probably like, honestly, I don't think it's 50-50%. It's maybe 10% of the time, maybe even quite less. Maybe the only one that's really 100% is us. So uh, sometimes people might label that as, hey, that's selfish. Uh, no, that's the truth. Because if you the act of focusing on self, and putting that label, that's selfish. It's like that's actually taking us to the mask place, the outer shell, like yay, because like without addressing the so because the reality, it's when we focus primarily first, prior to the foundation on ourselves, we are connecting with the truth of reality, that the only thing that we are guaranteed 100% being with ourselves, that will be with us, is us. And so, and nothing else is actually even remotely close to that. So when we can do that, we have that firm foundation that's wide. And then when we start to move, now we're moving out to the outer shell. That outer shell, yeah, it'll be a pretty, yay, but it's solid. And people will feel it. Not that it's important for other people to feel it, but they will actually feel it. It's like, yeah, he's so, yay. But we can feel, wow, I wanna hang out with him. I mean, that'll be the truth. I feel so safe with him, her, you. So you're building that joy of like, yeah, it's a solid joy. It's deep, it's rich, it's nuanced. It has all the struggles built in there. It's so human. And so I'm like going back to, so how are you, with that said? That we're building up something that's based upon real, solid, everyday reality, the truth. No pretty makeup. That's just the surface. Yeah, you can have pretty makeup, but underneath, yeah, the richness. How are you? Yeah, you're real. No fakeness, no superficial. No, I don't know. He's got something hiding. It's like, yeah, and because you're, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I can hang out. How are you? How are you? So good to see you. So how are you? So we're moving out. Going to move out. We're getting close to the end, so I'm going to fill out our shell. How are you? Now that you've heard this, it's so good that we've been having some time just to hang out. How about we just hang out? Yay, let's just hang out. Hang out in the, and hang out in the, yeah, good for you. And hang out like, because of that, yay, good for us, yay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy now. Happy new day. Happy new minute. Happy new minute. Yes. 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 All of that. You each have a wonderful day. I'm going to have a wonderful day. Even with all the things that might not be so wonderful, I'm going to have a wonderful day. Mainly because I got to share more of this with you. I didn't get too much specifics of any story. You don't have to. But you could feel the feelings. And you all have that. The same type of feelings in this place. You don't need the story. How are you? It's so good to see you. So feel the depth in that. It has the surface of, yay, hey, how are you? But more of the, hey, how are you? So good to see you. It's been a long time. I mean, each minute, here again, I see you again. Congratulations for making it here. Whew, that was rough. Oh, I hear you're still going through a rough thing. Oh, yeah. But you're here. You made it. There are, if you have some doubts, yeah, remember some of those things that, let's say, in the distant past that you're over through with. Man, you kind of remember you didn't think you were going to make it. Oh man, it really sucked. It sucked. But you're here. You're here. Congratulations. How are you? Congratulations. How are you? Hmm. So feel that space. And I'm looking at the final minutes winding down. And so I will say this. Um, yeah, just feel the let's just close out just feeling the energy of just hanging out. And then hear those words landing with you. The statement of how are you? Not a question that you have to vocally answer, but take it on as a question, as a statement of so good to see you. When I say how are you, it's really saying so good to see you. And there, it's a so good to see you with an invitation to share how are you in all the different ways, all the different levels, physically, emotionally, and all the different emotions and all the parts of your life, all the past, all the uncertain future. And the answer to that, if you wanted to get a more generic answer, I propose not going to doing fine, doing great. Yeah, that's nice for the outward, but more with, let's say, for yourself, and to just door that. How are you? Deep in my heart, I love and accept myself just as I am. That's how each moment of my life I choose to be. I love and accept myself just as I am. Yeah. I love and accept myself just as I am. And I'm here. You're here. So good to see you. How are you? That's joy. From the outside of surface, yeah, yeah. Deep in my heart, like put the hands deep in my heart. I love and accept myself just as I am, because I'm talking about all the layers, and I'm here. I'm real. Bring in the hands and even come down, all of that, all of that. So I hope to see some of you in the future, in person, over Zoom, next time I schedule. And I'll think about more of this how am I, and into what the next event will be. So it's good to see you. My name is Wilson Chung, and I am WakundaMa, and you have a wonderful, beautiful day. You have a wonderful, beautiful now. So good to see you. How are you? Thank you.